Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, they got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. Five-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Running back searching for a hole. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The pull and throw off the RPOs. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Clemson jumps to the line. The RPO, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Tigers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Trying to power it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And how about the wheels for the QB? You could tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
And he added the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll test the right side. Breaks into the open. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Got rid of it just in time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard. So you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
That's reeled in. It's Watkins. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
One of the things I love about this wide receiver, it's not all bombs and posts and go routes. 3rd and long, you just kind of run him not too far down the field. He makes the catch, and he's so dangerous, making moves, using his speed and elusiveness. He finds a way to get that 1st down and keep the offense on the field.
Grab behind the line. It's Watkins. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Gets the back moving. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Durham. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, first down here. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Caught behind the line. It's Brown. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. UConn has the lead right now. Husky hysteria has been palpable all week across the state, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 7 over Syracuse. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tigers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He'll take it himself. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Motion from the back. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Tigers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got the back over the middle. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on third down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on once. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Got a man. It's Watkins. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Watkins. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Got 5 wide out spread across the field on 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Parker. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some moves.
That's caught. It's Durham. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Looking for room. It's Durham. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU right back to the line. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Durham. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on first down. Here's a hit. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Smith. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Runs through a tackle.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's great to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll give it to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Syracuse. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Power football with the run. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Got the first down and more. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that is just an attitude run. Running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10.
Music now. Music now. Base 27 jump. Hey,
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield. It's Green. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Green. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
On the run, it's Durham. LSU will get a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Green. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it fly. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Wants to go up top on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. A lot of defenders around on that screen. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. That's caught. It's Brown. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points, to get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. Turning it on! Touchdown, Clemson! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback making checks. Going to sling it on second down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Off the play fake on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Coleman. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Clemson looking to convert on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook. So let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
The give to Davis. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
Here comes the two-point try. Quickly complete. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on that.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback running on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He stopped immediately. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On third down. He'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab on the left. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. The toss to the right. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense gets set for second down. Defense showing blitz here. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Watkins. Smashes through the tackle. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off.
Oh, he's got some space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. ULM is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 37 to Missouri. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wide receiver comes in motion. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. At the 45, on his way. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained.
There he goes. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a three-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth.
LSU, 25.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Set, ready.
Going right to work up top. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hill. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play.
Timeout, Clemson.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He smashes his way through again. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.